Hello everyone, welcome to day 23rd of March Street Code Challenge, and today's question is 3 sum with multiplicity. So as usual, let's go through the question together. In this question we are given an array and an integer target. What we need to return is the number of tuples I, j and k such that I is greater than j is greater than k, and the sum of all these three elements, array of ai, array of aj and array of ak, is equal to the target. So it's quite similar to the two sum question on lead code, but we will do it smartly this time. And let's get started with the presentation. So let me just start the slideshow here. Let me just take a pen. 3 sum with multiplicity, lead code 923. So let's understand the problem. The problem says that we are given an array and we need to count the number of tuples I, j and k such that the elements at index I plus element at index j plus element at index k equals to the target. So let's try and understand the problem with the very first example. It is similar to what was specified in the question. We have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and the target is 8. So let's first create a map of the frequency map where the first element is the element itself, and the second part, the value in the map, is the frequency of that element in the input array. So I created a map. We have 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2 and 5, 2. And let's talk about the number of ways in which 8 can be generated. So 8 can be generated in using 1 plus 2 plus 5, and we have the frequency of 1 as 2, 2 of 2, and that of 5 is also 2. So the total number of ways in which you can generate 8 using these element, 2 ones, 5, 2 fives and 2 twos, is 8. So you can pick this one or this one. So in how many ways you can select one out of these two? 2c1, which is 2. And how many ways you can select 1, 5 out of these two is 5c1 or 2c1 again, because the frequency of 5 is 2. And how many ways you can select 1, 2 out of these two twos is again 2c1. So the total possibility becomes 2c1 into 2c1 into 2c1. That gives us 8. Let's talk about the second case. We have 1, 3 and 4. Their sum also gives us 8. And the possibility again would be 2c1. So you can select either of the 1 out of these two, either of the 3 out of these two threes. So again 2c1, then again 2c1, either of the 2 4s out of these 2 4s, and the total number of ways becomes 8. And let's talk about the third case. We have 2, 2 and 4. So since there are only two 2's, 2, 2, and we need to select both of them together. We also have 2 4's, so the possibility would be something like this. Any one 4 out of these two, so that would be 2c1, and from here we need to pick up both of them. So 2c2. Remember, this time it's not 2c1, it's 2c2. So 2c2 is 1. There's only one way you can do that. And 2c1 is 2. So 1 into 2 is the answer, and which is stated here. Similarly, the fourth case is 2, 3 and 3. So how many 3's are there? 2 3's are there. How many 2's are there? 2 2's are there. So what would be the total number of ways? Out of these 2 2's, you have to select any one of them. So 2c1 is the number of ways, and out of these 2 3's, you have to select both of them. So the number of ways will be 2c2, and when you multiply these two, the answer would be 2, because this is 2 and this is 1. So 2 into 1 is 2, so this gives you another 2, and the total number of ways would become 20. 8 plus 8 is 16, then we have 2, then we have 2 again. So this becomes 20. So let's talk about a simpler case now. And here we have 5 ones followed by 3 threes and 4 fours. And the target here that we are looking for is 8. So out of these, so one possible way to generate 8 is 1, 3 and 4. This is the tuple that gives us 8. And in how many ways can we pick 1 out of these 5? That would be 5C1. And in how many ways can we pick up a 3 out of these possible three threes that we have? That would be 3C1. And in how many ways can we pick up 1 4 out of these 4 fours that we have? So 4C1. Please note that we are looking at the frequency, not the number. So that would be 5 into 3 into 4. So 5 into 3 is 15, 15 into 4 is 60. So total number of ways in which you can generate 8 is 60. So here we understood one important concept. When the number of elements differ from each other, that means A of I is different than A of j and A of k. If that is the case, then what we need to do, we need to count the frequencies of each of those elements and use the formula NC1 for all these three frequencies and multiply them with each other. So NC1 would be equal to nothing but n itself. So the formula becomes N1 into N2 into N3. Pretty simple. We use the binomial theorem where we use the formula NC1. NC1 is equal to n itself, and this signifies N1 signifies the frequency of AI, N2 signifies the frequency of AJ, and N3 signifies the frequency of AK. I hope this logic is clear to you. If the number differs from each other, then the total number of ways to form that target is N1 into N2 into N3. Let's move on to the second. So let's talk about the test case 2. Here I will show you another case, and here I have taken another input. We have 1 5 and followed by 4 2s, and the target that we are looking for is 5. So what is the possible way in which you can generate 5? It's 1, selecting 1 followed by 2 and another 2. Now the question comes, what are the possible ways in which this can be done? So how many 5s are there? How many 1s are there? It is 5. The frequency of 1 is 5 and the frequency of 2 is 4. So out of these 5 1s, how many want to pick up? 1. So the number of ways in which this can be done is 5 C1, and for the other case, out of these 4 we need to pick up 2, so the number of ways would be 4C2, and this equates to 5 into 4 factorial by 2 factorial by 2 factorial, and which is equal to 4 into 3 by 2, 6. So this is 6 into 5, that gives us 30 ways. So this brings us to another case where A of I, array of I, happens to be equals to array of j, and the third part is not equal to array of k. If that is the case, then the frequency of array of I or array of j, let's assume, is n1, and the frequency of array of k is n2. So in how many possible ways you can actually achieve this? N2 into n1 factorial upon n1 minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. So this is equal to n1 c2, and you will delete this and multiply n1 minus 1 here, and the formula becomes n1 into n1 minus 1 by 2 into n2. So this is the formula that we have derived for the case where the two number matches in your target sum whenever there is a match. And n1 stands for the frequency of the matching element, and n2 stands for the frequency of an unmatched element. So this is the formula. n1 into n1 minus 1 by 2 into n2. Let's talk about case 3. So here we have 7 ones and the target is 7 itself. So the target is 3. So in how many ways this can be done? This can be done in a singular way, 1 1 1, and the number of ways in which you can pick up ones out of these 7, 3 ones out of these 7 ones is 7c3, which is nothing but equal to 7 factorial by 3 factorial into 4 factorial. So this gets deleted and we have 5 into 6, and 3 factorial is nothing but 6. So this gets deleted by this, and what we are left with? We are left with 35. So this brings us to another case when all the three elements array of I, array of j is equal to array of k, all of them are equal, and the frequency of that element, let's assume, is n. Then the number of ways in which the elements can be selected, 3 elements can be selected, is nc3, which is nothing but equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 by 3 factorial, which is nothing else but 6. So the formula becomes n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 by 6. I hope you will be able to derive this by yourself. It's pretty simple mathematics, nothing else. So now comes the question. I have taken another example where I'll be using all these 3 cases and deriving the solution. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to build an array map where the first key is the element and the value is the frequency. So we have 1 twos, 2 twos, 3 threes, and 4 twos. So this is our map that we have created using this input array, and the target that we are interested in is 9. So let's start the iteration. We'll be using 2 loops that would iterate over all the keys in our input map. So this is for I, the first iteration, and this is for the second iteration. So let's pick up 1, and this will get the first key as 1, and for the second iteration it's also same. So it's 1 plus 1 becomes 2, and we'll search whether 9 minus 2 is there in the map itself or not. So 9 minus 2 is 7. 7 is not there in the map. We'll move ahead to the next iteration. So this time we are at 1, and the element that we are at using the second operation is 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 is not there in the map. We'll move ahead, and next we are at this element. So 1 plus 3 is 4, and the element that we'll search in the map is 9 minus 4, which is nothing but 5. So 5 is not there in the map. We'll move ahead. Then we have 4. So 1 plus 4 is 5, and we'll check whether 9 minus 5 is there in the map or not. It is there, and we found the first case. So first case becomes 1 4 4, and what we will do, we will see that this lies in our case 2 situation. So we will calculate the frequency of this. This is 2, and the frequency of these two is 2 again. So we will use the second formula, n into n minus 1 by 2 into n2. So that becomes 2 into 2 into 1 by 2, and which is nothing but 2 itself. So this gets cut and we get our first case as 2. So the answer gets updated to 2. Let's move on to the second case, second iteration of I, outer loop. We are here at 2, we'll start from 2 and we will skip the element because this is lower than this element. And let's we come here, so we have 2 and 2, which is 4. 9 minus 4 is not there in the map, we'll move ahead. So now we are at this element, 2 and 3, 5, and 9 minus 5 is 4, which is there in the map. So we got the second case, which is 2, 3 and 4. And what are these frequencies? 2, 3 and 2 are its frequencies. So this lies in the first case that we discussed, so we'll multiply all of them. 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 2 is 12. So this becomes, the answer element get updated to 14. So this is 12, 12 plus 2 is 14. And let's move on to the next case of the outer loop. Now we are at 3. And at 3 we will skip these elements since these are lower than this, and now we come here. So 3 plus 3 is 6, 9 minus 3 is again 3. Since it is there in the map, we found the third case. 3, 3 and 3 is the possible case. And what is the frequency of this? It is 3. So we'll use the third formula here, which is nothing but 3 into 2 into 1 by 6. So this gets cut and the value gets updated by 1. So the answer becomes 15, which is true. And let's move on to the next case. We get 3, 4, 3 plus 4 is 7. 9 minus 2 also exists in the map, but since 2 is lower than 4, we'll ignore that case and we'll move ahead with the iteration of the outer loop. We get here 4. So we'll start from 1, 2, 3. So all these 3 are lower than 4, so we'll skip, and then we are at 4 again. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. So 1 although exists in the map, but it is lower than the current element, so we'll ignore that. The iteration is complete and the answer is 15. So let's quickly code this up. The first thing that I'm going to do here is to create a map, and the map would be of integer comma long. Long will take care of the overflow conditions out of the integer scope. And let's define it as frequency map. New hash map for integer EL across all the elements in the array. Let's get the current frequency. Long frec equals to frec map dot get or default EL comma 0L, and let's update that in the map. EL comma frec plus 1L. So I updated the frequency 1 higher than the previous one, and let's iterate over all the elements in the map, all the keys in the map, and integer comma EL1, and let's call the variable as element 1, frequency map dot key set. And before that, before writing the inner code, let's define an answer variable where we are going to store the answer. And let's write another loop, integer EL2 frec map dot key set, iterating over the key set. I talked about we are using two loops. here, and let's find our third target integer el3, that would be equal to target minus el1 minus el2. Awesome. And let's check whether it is present in the map or not. Map dot frec map dot contains key el3. If that key is there in the frequency map, then we found one possible answer, and let's try and calculate the updated answer. The first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna extract all the frequencies of all three elements. Frequency 1 equals to map.get el1. Similarly for the other two, el2, frequency 2 el2, frequency 3 el3. Awesome. And let's write the checks for the three cases that we discussed. If el1 happens to be equal to el2 and el1 is also equal to el3, that means all the three elements are equal, then the formula becomes n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 by 6. So let's update the answer by the updated value. So the frequency 1 would be equal to frequency 2 equal to frequency 3, and let's just calculate that. By 6. Sounds good. Else, if el1 equals to el2, the first and the second element are equal, and el1 is not equal to el3, this is a second case. What was the answer there? The updated value would be n1 into n1 minus 1 by 2 into n2, where n2 stands for the distinct element, frequency of the distinct element. So that would be frequency 1 into frequency 1 minus 1 by 2 into frequency 3, FQ3, because that is a distinct element here. Awesome. And let's write the third case. Else if el1 is less than el2 and el1 is less than el2 is less than el3, if that is the case, this is a third case, then the answer would be updated by frequency 1 into frequency 2 into frequency 3. And once we are done with this, let's just do a modulus operation. ANS modulus 10 raised to the power 9 plus 7, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. That sounds good. And let's just return our answer. Also, we have written a check that el1 should be less than el2 and that should be less than el3, so that you don't add more answers for the case of multiple permutations of these three numbers. In order to avoid that, this check provides us a safety against counting it more than once for different permutations. For example, let's assume 2 and 3 and 4. So there will be a case where you get 3, 2 and 4. So you need to add the frequency. You need to add the frequency only once, not more than once. So this checks helps in that. I hope this is clear to you. And let's just try. Sorry, looks like a typo. Now let's try. Missed a Q. Now let's try. I hope there are no errors this time. One more error. Awesome. And let's just submit it. accepted. What is the time complexity of this approach? TC would be order of n square, and space complexity would be number of unique elements in the map, order of n. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share it to your friends.